Hello everyone and welcome to a new lecture. In this video we are going to talk about a type of or a small group of numbers that are called perfect numbers. So what are perfect numbers? Well, there are two definitions. The first definition says that a perfect number is a positive integer that equals the sum of its divisors except the number itself. So if you have a number such that the number equals the sum of its divisors except the number itself, then that number is called a perfect number. So to give you an example, 6 for example is a perfect number. Why is it? Well, if you look at the divisors of 6 except 6 itself, the divisors of 6 are 1, 2, and 3. 1 can divide 6, 2 can divide 6, 3 can divide 6. If you sum 1, 2, and 3 together, it equals 6. It equals the number itself. Therefore, this is a perfect number. The same goes for 28. If you look at the divisors of 28 except 28 itself, the divisors are 1, 2, 4, 7, and 14. If you sum these together, 1 plus 2 equals 3, 3 plus 4 equals 7, 7 plus 7 equals 14, 14 plus 14 equals 28. As you can see it, the sum of the divisors of 28 except 28 itself equals 28. Therefore, 28 is a perfect number by definition. So these are perfect numbers. Perfect numbers are those numbers that equal the sum of its divisors except the number itself. Also, for example, 496 is another perfect number. However, I'll leave that to you to find the divisors of 496. The second definition of perfect number is a positive integer that is half the sum of all the divisors, including itself. So take 6 for example. The divisors of 6 are 1, 2, 3, and 6. 6 can divide 6. If you sum these numbers together, they will equal to 12. And as you can see it, 12 is twice as 6, or 6 is half of 12. If we have a case like that, such that a number equals half of the sum of its divisors, including the number itself, then that number will be a perfect number. Okay, so this is a list of the perfect numbers that we have: 6, 28, 496, 8128, and so forth. However, as you can see it, I did not put etc. or I did not put ... meaning we have infinitely many perfect numbers. And the reason is we don't know whether we have infinitely many perfect numbers. Actually, this is an unsolved problem in number theory or in mathematics. The question being, whether do we have an infinitely many perfect numbers or not? Nobody knows so far. So somehow if you can prove that or disprove that we have infinitely many perfect numbers, then you solve a problem in number theory or in mathematics. Also, if you look closely, these are some of the perfect numbers. However, all of them are even. So 6 is even, 28 is even, 496 is even. And if you remember, an even number will be even if the last integer of the number is even. So here 6 is even, 8 is even, 6 is even. So as you can see it, all the perfect numbers are even. So another unsolved problem that we have regarding perfect numbers is that, are there any odd perfect numbers? Well, we don't know, and nobody knows so far. So again, if you can prove that, or if you can come up with a number that is perfect number and it is odd, then you would solve a problem in number theory or in mathematics. So perfect numbers are those numbers that equal sum of the divisors of the number except the number itself, or they equal half of the divisors of the number. And we don't know whether we have infinitely many perfect numbers. We don't know whether we have any odd perfect numbers. And with this, we come to the end of this lecture.